Bang bang guys, this is the third time I'm trying to do this video. I'm not going to talk about it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever. We're going to get right into it. We are reacting to this video of Eddie Wynn, and
Okay,
let's go right into
so
it.
we got a lot to talk about in this one. A lot to talk about. I was going to do a clothing haul video, but I'm kind of procrastinating. This topic, this is a very important topic though. We're going to talk about the Nike sneakers app and why it is, how it is, and what it's done to us. Because, let me tell you guys something. The sneakers app has us right where it wants us. Nike's got us right where it wants us to be. And, you know, my frustrations with buying the shoes on this app have been well publicized. I post about it on Twitter. I've said stuff about it on Instagram. In our psyched on the sneakers app, or you're super happy with it, where you can find a shoe you want, you go for it, you buy it, and it works out more often than not. Doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. We all take L's. We take a lot of L's. I don't really want to throw a number out there, but me personally, I've taken a lot of L's. Mind you, this really isn't too much of a complaint because I'm past that, because it's not about that anymore. You know, I used to be like a lot of people where I'd say, oh, they should just make more shoes. You know, how come they don't?
I hate when sneaker YouTubers say that, like, oh, they should make more shoes, except that's not true because they wouldn't be buying it because they like the hype stuff. Even though Eddie Wynn doesn't like hype stuff, not too much. I mean, everybody likes a little bit of hype stuff, you know, wants to be in that exclusivity kind of like Nike like kind of got you like all in that exclusivity kind of mentality, right? So anyway, I'm just gonna continue.
Don't want us to buy that. I've said that statement.
I'm gonna skip around
like probably last month.
I want to get to this,
you know,
like,
why doesn't Nike just make more of a service directly from Nike? I've come to the realization that it's bigger than that. Mainly with the sneakers app. We need to take a step back and see things from the big picture, from the business side of things. Sneakerheads,
and I'm saying that because I feel like Eddie Wynn always had like a demographic that was like a little bit more mature than the other YouTubers, let's say. And I feel like Eddie Wynn is kind of like growing as we're growing. So at least he's thinking about business, and I think a lot of his fans nowadays are thinking more about business.
You and I, for lack of a better term, really get narrow-minded, and we put our blinders where they make Nike get about those people, that our opinions matter, and that we're so loyal to the brand that they need to listen to us. Well, buying process on the sneakers app is incredible. It does what it needs to do. It displays the item that you want, 2 clicks, and money's taken out of your bank account, and you've got the shoe you want. Incredible way for us sneakers to buy them, or very rarely. And when we do, we feel rewarded, like we almost want to thank the brand. Bro, ultimately, they're going to sell these shoes regardless. These are all limited edition. Only appear on the sneakers app. They're going to sell out. People are going to buy these a whole lot. Really slim pickings. With this app, what Nike is trying to do is grow the amount of users, grow the amount of people that have Nike accounts. So think about this. You're trying to buy a pair of shoes. You know it's a hot release. You know it's something you really want. Are you just going to try yourself? No. You're going to get your girl to try. You're going to get your mom, your brother, your sister, your dad. That directly connects Nike with you.
All right, so there we go. Basically, he makes a pretty interesting point where Nike's basically trying to get a whole ecosystem, kind of like a social media of like everybody trying to get into the sneakers app, and that because of you, the sneakerhead, you're kind of like gatewaying a lot of people into this app, pretty much having an advertisement for Nike on the on the Apple device, right? For your mom, your dad, your wife, your sister, your blah, 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 whatever, right? Your girlfriend, whatever. And I think that's pretty smart of Nike. As a business perspective, I think that's really interesting, like what they're trying to do. I never really thought of that, and I think that's like pretty good. I mean, I kind of like it, and I understand where Eddie Wynn is coming from. I'm gonna like go over here now. Because to Eddie Wynn, you know, maybe he's, I don't know his like, what he does outside of YouTube and this and that, but maybe he's not a shareholder of Nike, and you can be, right? And this isn't like me trying to advocate for Nike and whatever. I'm not trying to, I don't know what this video just for fun, just something to think about, I guess. But I feel like in a way, Eddie Wynn might not be a shareholder of Nike, because if he was, he would be happy that Nike's trying to do all these type of things. Or maybe he isn't, trying to like shine a light to your everyday folk, right? But anyway, we are not everyday folk, okay? So I'm just gonna show you something right here. This is the forward dividend, right? So every time you own a share of Nike, right now it's like $140, right? you get 0.78% of that yield, right? And that comes out about $1.10 per share, right? After 1 year, you get $1.10, and that is the dividend yield of Nike, right? And which is kind of small actually, but let's say you own like 200 shares, you could get like $200 a year, so they could buy for one of your shoes, right? Plus the wins that you get from Nike, right? So right now, if you look, since Nike went to public market, it has gone up a lot to $139, right? So that's an exponential growth. If I see it right there, I mean, it looks almost parabolic, right? The last year, it's actually gone up. So pretty good investment, right? Of course, I'm using Yahoo Finance as a public company, Nike is. So anybody could take a look at this, and you can take a look at their financials and other people's analysis reports, right? Annually, they've been increasing, except for 2020. They actually decreased a little bit, and it's possibly due to COVID-19. You know, it is what it is. Estimates have been beaten the last few quarters, and it's missed in 2020, right? But, you know, it is what it is. So I think overall, I think Nike is a pretty good company to buy if you're, because we're sneakerheads. I feel like in a way we can kind of gander whether or not Nike's going to be good this year, bad this year, whatever. So I think next year Nike's like looking like it's going to continue growing, right? It has like some collaborations up its sleeve. The dunks are coming back. People are trying to buy dunks and stuff. It is what it is. Okay, so another thing I think anyone talked about was StockX and how they should be making more sneakers for sneakerheads, right? So if we take a look at StockX, like best-selling sneaker in 2020, it was the Jubilees, which was kind of interesting to me because I didn't expect the Jordan 11 to be number one, but I guess it is the Jordan 11, and usually they are number one because they're usually the most popular silhouette. Okay, well, anyway, I think one of the sneakers he had up was the Travis Scott's. I mean, I don't remember the video, but I just saying, like, if Nike was selling each sneaker at like a lot, like let's say $1,000, then they would be making a profit. Except they're actually selling it for 175, which but how many of these they made? They didn't make that many, so they actually probably like they didn't make a loss, but they didn't make a big win, such as like a popular silhouette like the Air Max, any of the Air Max colorways, because they just made so many of those, right? So this is actually okay for Nike to take a loss at. This is kind of like a way to commercialize their brand, to like kind of like have it's almost like a advertisement without it being an advertisement, because it's always going to be like, let's say on Stadium Goods, on StockX, and all of this. So you're always going to see Nike, right? So this is kind of like a cool way to expand their branding. Anyway, if we take a look at Google Trends of how many people are searching for the Travis Scott ones, looks pretty decent, right? Looks okay. Until bam, let me take this out real quick. You see the Jordan 1. I just put Jordan 1 for the red, and then the Travis Scott's the blue. So what happened? And when you do a comparison with one search with another search, the Travis Scott is actually not that searched for. I mean, like not that many people are looking for it. So even though it seems like a sneakerhead's like, because there's like an echo chamber within the sneakerhead kind of thing. Like you think like a lot of people are looking for Travis Scotts, but in reality, not really. They're just, but most people are looking for Jordan 1s, like just the general public. But when I put Disney here, even then, not that many people are looking for Air Jordan 1s. Most people are looking for Disney in the United States. And once I put this worldwide, it's going to look really crazy. Still, this is worldwide. This is how many people are looking at Disney in comparison to Jordan 1. I mean, Jordan 1 is growing, which could be good for the Nike brand if you're investing. Anyway, there it is again. So I took another look. Business Insider said that the Air Max 270 was the number one sneaker of 2020, right? Best-selling sneaker. And I just put Air Max because I don't think the 270 was the number one, but I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. But overall, yeah, it looks like the Air Max 1 in general is searched for more than the Air Jordan 1, and definitely more than the Travis Scott, which is in blue. And the Jubilee was the number one, so I put Jordan 11s, and just a little blimp right there. It's like not much, And again, if I put Disney there, it's really gonna look small. So the conclusion to this video is that maybe get out of your bubble. And I'm talking about like for myself too. I mean, I am a sneakerhead, but I'm kind of like getting away from that, and I feel like it's not that I'm getting away from that. It's just that like it's not that important, you know. I feel like maybe a sneakerhead should be thinking about more about business and thinking about like investing in these companies, you know, taking a piece of the share, right? Like paying us ourselves back before we're like constantly consuming. So, you know, hopefully this helps somebody out there. Leave a like, subscribe. I'm gonna do another video of Nightwing. Kind of talked about something similar to this. I think he was the one that was actually talking about the Travis Scott's Jordan 1. So, anyway, I guess you can expect that kind of video. So subscribe if you want to watch that. If you want to watch more of this kind of video, I'm trying to make this as short as possible, like trying to make it 10 minutes, but it's looking like it's going on for like almost 12 minutes. Again, this isn't like a shot at Eddie Wynn or any of the stinker YouTubers. I actually like Eddie Wynn. He's a good YouTuber for fashion in general, just not just sneakers, which I like more than just sneakers, but I like his content. You know, no shots, just you know, maybe it's cool that, you know, everyone is talking more about business and talking about maybe hopefully in the future he talks about investment. Maybe he's watching this video. And if you are, then I think he's talking about investments. Anyway, that's about it. Leave a like, subscribe. I'm done. I'm out. Peace.